Hey guys, Zach here with Comic Talk. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about Flash Rebirth. I just finished this one up. It's actually my favorite comic I've ever read. And Flash is my favorite superhero, so that's got to do a lot with it. In the comic, you see a lot of Barry Allen's more emotional side, I guess. He comes back from the dead, and everybody thinks that it's for good. It's for, a good purpose, but for some reason, Barry Allen knows it's not, and he's acting really weird towards Hal Jordan in the very beginning, and saying that I can't stop. I feel like I can't stop running and all this other stuff. But I'm not gonna let you know why he comes back because, like I said in my last video, it's gonna ruin it for you guys, and I still want you to like it. But Barry Allen, he's really awkward at the beginning, and come to find out, he's got a good reason to be that way. Because he did come back for a reason, but it's not so good. After that, they kind of find out that where the Speed Force, he's the positive energy in the Speed Force. So when he runs, he actually when he got struck by the lightning, he created the Speed Force when he started running. So he starts running, and then there's a positive feedback off of, his lightning. And so where there's a positive, there must be a negative as well. So Thawne, Professor Zoom, Reverse Flash, whatever you call him, he come to find out he is the negative energy, the negative feedback from Barry Allen's running. So what you come to find out in the comic is that Thawne actually, since he is the negative, he can go back in time, and he tells Barry Allen and Wally West that he went back in Barry Allen's life and kind of ruined a lot of things. You find out that Thawne killed his mother, killed Barry Allen's mom, so that's a little twist, I guess, if you didn't already know. He pushed him down some steps, and Barry Allen turned around, and there was nobody there. Just stuff like that all through his life. So, that's pretty cool. They all get new costumes sometime in the comic whenever whenever they're all together, which is pretty cool. All the Flashes throughout history. So we're looking at, you got Barry Allen, Wally West, Bart Allen's in there. There's just all of them. Their whole family comes together and runs as one. The Justice League are in there for a little bit. They actually help Barry Allen and Wally West stop Professor Zoom from running, because if they stop him from running, then there's no negative in the Speed Force, so everything will be at Zen then. So yeah, they stop him at the end, and so that kind of takes away the negative energy from the Speed Force. So then everybody's relieved at that point. I'm really excited about this comic, reading it wise, because I've already seen the pilot for The Flash that's coming out in October, and I'm really hoping that they go along with the Rebirth story, which, if you've seen the pilot, it pretty much looks like that's what they're going to do. But for the most part, I hope they kind of stick to Rebirth. I know they're going to do like rogues and stuff. They've already talked about Captain Cold and a couple others, but you can check those out on our Twitter page. We keep you updated on that Flash too. But yeah, I'm really hoping they stick to Rebirth, because this is a really good comic. It's got really good art in it. You get to see the Speed Force is very hard to comprehend, for me anyways, and I think that's why Flash is one of my favorite comics, is because it's so difficult to understand in a way. Like, man, I was looking for one. There's a scene right here in this comic, and they're actually in the Speed Force, and it's very difficult to understand what's going on, because it's just like blurs everywhere, and I don't know, it's really hard to understand for me, but for you guys it might be a little bit easier. But that's one reason why I really like the Flash is the Speed Force, and no other superhero can really go into the Speed Force unless they're a speedster. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, the Flash show, they're probably going to go off of this. I know there's a spoiler at the end of it, and it kind of gives it away to which way they're going, and hopefully we can look for a Teen Titans show coming up, possibly after a little bit of the Rogues, because you kind of see a spoiler that maybe leads to a Teen Titans kind of mix up. And with the whole explosion from the particle accelerator and the Flash, you kind of get to see the where they could introduce Beast Boy, which would be pretty cool. I think that'd be awesome. But yeah, guys, if you haven't picked up this Flash Rebirth, I would definitely give it a shot. It's really good. I read it in a day, and I'm glad I did. I mean, I'm probably gonna read it again soon. So I mean, it's just one of those that you don't want to put down after you pick it up. It's so good. But Ethan Van Sciver, he really did a good job on the art in here. So like all the way through the comic, you see like really good art. It's just really good. There's nothing else you can say about it. The art's good. He shows a lot of emotion in their faces, like throughout the comic. He's like, you can just see you see a lot of emotional contact, not really contact, but just emotions, period. You just see a lot of emotional feelings toward Barry Allen and Iris West. You can see how they're so in love, and they talk about Iris West being his lightning rod for, all speedsters need a lightning rod and stuff, and it makes sense. I mean, you read it and you kind of see how they don't go off the deep end, and that's why. It's because they have a significant other, but you get to see a lot of emotional ties between them, and it's really cool to see that in the comic. I mean, it makes sense. It does, and Ethan, he does a good job at showing that on their actual facial expressions. So that's really good. So it keeps you into it while you're reading it, and it's not mushy or anything like that. It's just a really good comic. Guys should definitely pick it up if you haven't read it yet. It's action. It's got plot twists in it. It's got tie-ins. It's got emotions. I mean, it's got everything. So if you haven't had a chance to pick up Flash Rebirth yet, I definitely recommend it. If I'm probably going to be doing Spider-Man: The Real Clone Saga next. I know that really wasn't much of a review on here, but you guys got to remember, I want you to like it when you read it too. So if you have any questions or anything about, the Speed Force, about Flash, about anything like that, just comment below or message us on Twitter at Comic Talks, and we'll be sure to we'll get back to you as soon as possible on that. But definitely pick up Rebirth. I'm gonna be doing a couple reviews, probably one Thursday as well. But for the most part, if you guys have any questions, comments, if you like what we're talking about, if you like what we're doing here, just subscribe to us here on YouTube, and go follow us on Twitter, and we'll keep you updated on everything. Thanks, guys.